So, in my stay in 3 different mental hospitals, there's something about mental hospitals that always stands out to me. The fact that every single patient is unique. Something about mental illness is it's different for everybody. It's different for the individual experiencing it. For example, I suffer with hallucinations. Other people who suffer with hallucinations may experience different things. A lot of the time when it comes to experiences, everything is subjective, everything is different depending on the person. And that's something that I've learned to accept, especially going through my stays in hospitals. Something that I've also learned to accept through studying psychology in college is the fact that different factors affect different people in different ways, which then in turn can lead to the development of mental illness. This is what I want to be able to show when I show you these art pieces. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This is the first one that I would like to call I Hate Myself. I call it I Hate Myself because I wanted to embody the self-hate that I've harbored for a very long time. I've hated myself for a very big portion of my life. I thought that I was worthless. I thought that I did not deserve love. And it's kind of something that has been pounded into me from a very young age. I was always told that that I'm never good enough, that I'm never as good as my sister. It's a really tricky thing, especially growing up here in Hawaii. A lot of the time there's a lot of pressure on the male son, whether that be older son, younger son, middle son, doesn't matter. There's a lot of pressure on the son because the son is the one who passes down the family name. And it's just something that a lot of people have affecting them. And it's something that I had affecting me as well. From a very young age, I was always told to man up. And I didn't know how to articulate my emotions. I didn't know what they meant. I didn't know how to show them, so they just all bottled up into a mess. And that is what I wanted to portray in this photo. I wanted to portray the amount of messed up turmoil, repressed emotion, bottling up and overflowing. So that is I Hate Myself. This next one, it does take a little bit more of a symptom path rather than a concept path. This is what I like to call the spiders on me. Now, when I was first hospitalized, I didn't have too many visual hallucinations, really not that much, but my second time, it was pretty bad. And there would be times where I'd walk up to a nurse and be like, hey, give me my meds early, I just need to be knocked out because I literally cannot see the roof. I remember I told a nurse, I came out of my room and I was like, hey, Nurse Joy, not her name, but hey, Nurse Joy, hey, can I take my meds early? And she's like, why do you need to take your meds early? And it's like, I can't see the roof. It was covered in spiders. And so that is something that I wanted to portray here. The red figure in the middle is supposed to be me. I know it kind of looks like Donald Trump, but the red figure in the middle is supposed to be me. And that was me experiencing these psychotic symptoms. And it's something that I've learned to just accept. I mean, it's not easy, but I have to accept them as part of my life in order for me to move on. And that's something that I've been training with. That's something that I've been trying to teach myself from a very young age. And guess what? It's not easy. It's never been easy, and it never will be easy. But that's something that I deal with. It's something that I have to acknowledge. So I wanted to portray what I felt like. I felt like I was this mess. I felt like, just like how in my other paintings I portray the turmoil, I wanted to show turmoil through a physical embodiment of that turmoil. A picture of me, an abstract picture of me on canvas with spiders crawling all over me, because that was one of the things that affected me a lot. It felt like I was covered in oil. It felt like I couldn't get this feeling off of me. And that is my second painting, and I will see you in the outro. So I hope you enjoyed watching this little video. I threw it all together because I couldn't fall asleep because of voices, but that's aside from the point. This is my coping skill, and I'm so happy I'm able to share this art with you guys. I'm so happy that there are people who actually sit down and watch this stuff and enjoy it. I love going online and seeing the new comments and the likes, and you guys are like, oh, you make me so happy. This is my coping skill, literally one of the things that's keeping me alive. So thank you to each and every one of you who has stopped by to drop a like, drop a comment, sometimes even they're negative, whatever. So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. A hui ho, a lama pono.